come from miles around to watch me throw these old cards down. Old cards down. Come on, folks, and gather soon. I'll be reading by the shine of the lavender moon. I'll be reading by the shine of the lavender moon.
Hi Virgos, welcome back to my channel. This reading is for the end of the month of November, 16th through the 30th. Of course, time is fluid, timey-wimey stuff, and it may lapse over either way. As a matter of fact, you may find this reading in a few months and find that it is your story then if it's not your story now. We are all on different timelines. Our cosmic cogs all turn in different ways at a different rate. These are general readings, and let's just get started. I have, if I pay attention, I get to talking. I'm an air sign. I get to talking and forget what my hands are doing. Okay. I have pre-shuffled the cards. I have meditated. I always spend some time in the morning in deep meditation and asking my guides, my ancestors, to hang out with me for the day and always give me the best insight. And especially when I'm doing readings, I ask for best clarity that I can give to my whichever signs right now. My Virgos! My darling earth sign Virgos. Let's get on with this. Hope you are all well, healthy in the flu and cold season. For those of you new to my channel, I do this part with my eyes closed because that's how I'm guided to do it. And sometimes something falls. Sometimes nothing does, as this time. Let's get going here. Oh, Virgo, the world. The world is open to you. What an intensely beautiful card. Marvelous card to start off your reading. Holy cow. Holy moly, Virgo. And we have the Three of Wands. Making plans for the future. You see the lanterns up there? He wants those ships. He's got his telescope. He sees those ships, and boy, he wants them to come. He or she wants them to come in. Those lights are there like a beacon for those ships to come in, because Virgo, you have plans for the future. Here we have the Page of Wands. It's a young person or a young energy. Perhaps it's a youthful energy in you, my Virgos. Wands are time, passion, movement, enterprise. This Page of Wands is feeling a teensy shy to get this new road going. A teensy shy to offer you this passion or this new way. Now, Virgos, in love, it looks like you're feeling like you don't have what satisfies you. Cups on the counter are knocked over. The barmaid, who is representing the universe, is bringing in the Two of Cups. But you're not looking up to see that. You're too upset. You're not ready to look up and see the offer coming in for you. The Five is always, every Five is a kind of upset, a kind of shake up, a little chaos. This refers to your intuition and your heart, your emotions. I always think that there's just glare, but it's actually on the card, like light coming down from the ceiling. The universe is trying to light the path for you. Universe is saying, look up, look up. Two of Cups is being offered you, but you're not ready for that. It's okay not to be ready for that. You have other things going on with this enterprising ideas. Here we have Temperance. It's the universe saying, weigh things out, keep in balance, keep mixing. Keep mixing things until you get it right. So she's got a toe in the water, a toe on the land. Back and forth in her hands. She's mixing this water. The universe is saying there is a never-ending source of intuition and love for you. It's also saying to temper yourself. The way you temper steel by you heat it up, you pound it, you heat it up, you pound it until it is strong. If you're baking a cake, you mix things up just right and keep mixing until it's just right before it goes in the oven. When you're pulling taffy, this one always reminds me of pulling taffy. You have to do that over and over and over again until it's just right. Universe says, have patience and keep at it. Six of Swords is your willingness to move from one state of mind to another. Like moving out of a stormy kind of thought, energy, thought process to somewhere brighter, clearer. That's beautiful. Quite nice. Here we have the Queen of Wands. She's not a happy queen right now. Her passion has waned. Maybe she's a little depressed, maybe she's upset, maybe her timing is not the same as yours. Normally the Queen of Wands she's the queen of passion, she's the keeper of divine timing. But she's feeling off. She's not feeling passionate and beautiful, and she's not feeling like pushing forward right now. Is this how you're feeling, Virgo? We do have the High Priestess. Now, Virgo, even though you're an earth sign, many Virgos I know are very spiritual people. It depends on what other signs you may have in your chart, and we all know we have lots of those, right? Lots of planets and lots of places. But you are a high priestess. Male or female, you have this knowledge within you. You trust your intuition. You have a tendency to know things. And I'm feeling that you actually experience some telepathy with someone. Maybe with many people, but I just am getting a very strong feeling of telepathy with someone. Here we have the Empress. Oh, the Empress is abundance. The Empress is the Empress isn't a person, as it were the court cards are actual people or sides of people, but all the major arcana cards are the energy, the forces, the cosmic cogs that turn. Well, these are the cosmic cogs of abundance. You stand in abundance, Earth sign. That's beautiful. Oh, and right under the High Priestess and then the Empress. That's quite nice. Quite nice. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles can be an apprenticeship, a time of learning. It's also a time of paying attention to the details of things. Paying attention to the real world details. And this young person is learning how to do this. All of these pentacles he's made are beautiful. Each one more beautiful than the last because he's paying better and better and better attention to the details. He's learning and learning as he goes. Or she. Here we have the Hierophant reversed. Now the Hierophant signifies being part of something larger, like government, the church, university, society at large, and the rules. Let me turn him right side up. And the rules that we live by, the law of the land, the laws of the church, the guidelines of university, etc. He's also a teacher. He teaches the rules. He teaches the guidelines. He shows us the way. Also, it is conformity. He's teaching a certain doctrine or set of rules. He lives by the book. See the books there? This is a kind of by the book energy. But it came in reversed for you. And that means you don't do things by the book. You think outside the box. You are a non-conformist. Maybe a little eccentric. That's a beautiful thing. I think it is. Doesn't mean you have any kind of criminal action or anything like that. Just means you're very creative and you don't necessarily color in the lines. You may think, lines? I never saw any lines. For some, the Hierophant can be a marriage card. I'm not really picking that up yet, but we'll see as the reading goes. But it does have something to do with this queen not being happy. And these details. And then everything ties together. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles. She's an earth sign. Is this you, Virgo? It might be you. She's quite secure in her state, in her status. She may be wealthy. If she's not wealthy, then she just understands that what she has is enough. She's beautiful. Queen of Pentacles. I actually often say she's a step away from the Empress. She's like the earthly embodiment of the Empress because she lives in abundance. Who do we have here? We have the Empress. This particular Queen of Pentacles, this can be you, Virgo. this can be you as well. Flip side, of different aspects of the same person. It could be male, could be female. Because this is a general reading, right? That this particular queen is aware of her abundance, and she is highly aware of her intuition. Very aware of her intuition and her inner knowing. Oh my gosh, bottom of the deck, folks. Tower moment. Going to be a tower moment, Virgos. Don't fear it. Tower's coming down so you can see beyond. It's an epiphany. It's a sudden shake-up. And you may think to yourself, oh, I get it. Or, holy cow, why didn't I see that before? Well, it was hidden by this tower. It's coming in to shake things up. So as I'm putting this all together, this is not a bad under layer, not a bad first layer. Kind of shows what's underneath things. The world is open to you. You have great plans. You might be a little upset over details, and maybe this passion hasn't come in. There's a shyness to this Page of Wands. And the wands are often in and out kind of energy. Now with this particular, in this deck, there's it's just a little mistrust or shyness, something like that attached to this incoming wand. Could also be a card of divine timing with timing hasn't been quite right. You've been paying attention to the details, and you don't color in the lines. You're ready to get rid of old ways of thinking, move on to something new and better. Universe says, pay attention to the details because things need to be tempered. Things still need to be blended. Well, that Tower card's going to come in and take care of a lot of these things. And now I'm moving to my Conley deck. And we're going to get another layer on here, Virgos. Spirit, let's get some more clarification. Another layer to the story of our Virgos in November. Or whenever this... Did something fall? No. Nothing fell? Six of Wands. Six of Wands is often someone in the public eye. Or someone everybody knows. Someone that everybody goes to be counted on. You can count on this person. This person has lots of good ideas. They have good timing. They know how to calm things down. It is the 6. 6 is a calmer time than a 5 would be. So, fitting as it does here on these 3 cards, maybe this queen is in a time of waiting. And something about the details and thinking out of the box. Other people have great respect for you. because you do look at the details, that you're a very creative person. Here we have a decision to be made. Which thought is the best? Which way of thinking is the best? Looking at those swords. Let me think. A decision needs to be made. A decision needs to be made about details, about getting this queen right side up, because maybe she needs to be more inside the box. I don't know. A decision having to do with timing. Here we have the Five of Wands. Now this is you escaping from petty arguments. You want out of there. See the waves? The waves are crashing. The boat's probably rocking like mad. He's really holding on to the side there. His hair's blowing. The wind's blowing. But he's trying to get the heck away from this petty stuff that's been going on. And it doesn't seem that petty to him or to her. I just say him because the picture of a guy in a card can be male, can be female. I see you wanting to just move away from any kind of chaotic energy. And maybe that's why you are not ready to see these cups offered. You feel the timing isn't right because things are chaotic at this time of the year. In this time period. Here we have the Knight of Swords reversed. Now the Knight of Swords comes in with the truth. I'm feeling like this Knight of Swords has come in a big hurry. But what he has said can't be trusted, which goes back to this trying to figure out which sword, which thought, which bit of information is to be trusted. Which one? You're making a decision. Well, was that guy lying or leaving something out? Oh, which is the truth? Wow. He's headed towards our Queen of Pentacles there. Although, let's just keep going. I'm just feeling you can't really trust this particular Knight of Swords in this particular situation. It's fast-moving energy. It's not the truth. It could be lying of omission. It could be just misinformation. You're trying to sort that out. You're like, it feels chaotic. I don't really feel this information was good. And the Five of Cups again. Five of Cups again. Where's our... There we go. Five of Cups and Five of Cups. You just... aren't ready. You're not ready for any kind of love right now. You're just got other things to think about. You've been hurt. You've been disillusioned. You don't even want to know what's in those other two cups. And again with the Hierophant reversed. Come on, Virgo. Perhaps you're wanting out of a marriage. This message has just come You know how it is with spiritual messages. They come in through your crown chakra and out through the mouth with intuitive readers. I'm feeling very strongly that you are rethinking your marital situation. You either don't want to get married or you might want out of a marriage that you are in. But to do that, a lot of details would have to be dealt with. Twice the Hierophant reversed. Twice the Five of Cups right side up. Here we have the Hermit. Oh, whoops, there we go. Here we have the Hermit. The Hermit is a time of getting away by yourself and figuring things out. Figuring out your true needs. Figuring out how to let your light shine so that you can guide others. So that you yourself won't trip and fall. This particular Hermit card is so beautiful to me because this Hermit has done the work. He's come out of his cave, his time of repose. He's come out and his light is so brilliant. This other fellow says, I want that. I want my light to shine like that. And by just touching the staff of the Hermit, this beautiful energy starts in him. He starts to realize that he might need this same kind of introspect, same kind of repose, same kind of inner going within that the Hermit did. It fits right away with trying to figure things out, making a decision, getting away. You want to get away from what's going on because you're not being able to figure things out if there's all this chaotic energy going on. The Four of Cups. You are so dissatisfied. You're so not wanting anything new coming in. You know, sometimes they call this the card of boredom, and some readings I can see that, absolutely see that, but I don't feel any boredom in this reading. I feel a lot of thinking and deciding and waiting for timing to be right. Now the fours are foundational. Spirit says it might just be time for you to look up and take this cup. But your cups are all nicely stacked, and you're thinking, what am I going to do with that? I'm dealing with my cups I have now. So, no thanks. You're still dealing with some chaotic energy in your own mind or in people around you. Nine of Swords is releasing a certain thought pattern. This thought pattern that you are perfectly willing to move from because it's caused by chaos. You're not sure what's true and what's untrue, trying to decide that. You know the world is open to you. You have plans for the future, but there's a lot of stuff, just a lot of stuff going on. And you are more than willing to let go of this mental burden. Page of Wands again. Page of Wands is in there underneath. So the Page of Wands is very pertinent. It's divine timing. It's a feeling of youthfulness, new enterprise, a new path, perhaps. Can you see him? I better lay him down. Two of Pentacles. How many twos do you have in here? At least 2 twos. That would be 11, 11, again with divine timing. The 2, 5 of cups adds to a 10, which is a release. You've got your releasing here with this 9 or 10, I mean, would be the, the ending of a situation. The point where you know you have to let go. You have to change. It's time to let something go. You've got the Hierophant reversed twice here, which I feel is you need a release from some commitment because it doesn't really fit your way of being. 2 of Pentacles is a balancing act. It is the lifelong, see the little Leminskit? I have a terrible time with that word. The sign for infinity above the head of this jester with his 2 pentacles. This is our lifelong work of juggling things in our lives to keep things balanced. This is kind of the world as a stage card. Keeping things going, keeping all the balls in the air all the time. It's a lot of work being a person. It's a lot of work being in the human experience, isn't it? Huh? A lot of work in the real world. We've got the Hangman reversed. This is a kind of refusal to look at things in a different way. Maybe because you already do look at things differently. You have the feeling of a little eccentricity here. But maybe it's a time just to stand on your head, think things through, get another perspective. Never hurts to get another perspective, and the universe is saying, don't ignore this. You need a new perspective, so don't be stubborn about that. For the world to open to you and these plans to take form, if there's blockage in looking at things a new way, those things are less likely to happen. Well, this is the universe telling you, don't be stubborn. Don't be stubborn, Virgo. Sometimes my earth signs can be so stubborn. Tower. Tower moment, my friends. The epiphany. Shaking things up. Again, the 6 of Swords, wanting to move out of a certain way of thinking because you want a new path, you want that new spark from the wands, which is carried in your hand right there. See how she has that wand? She's like, I'm out of here. I don't like these thoughts. I'm ready to be peaceful and start this new journey, as shown twice by this Page of Wands. You want this new start. You just got to go through some stuff to get there. Page of Cups reverse. Again, you're not ready for this offer. Someone loves you very much, but you are not ready for that. You don't want it right now. Things are too up in the air. Things seem too chaotic. You need to make plans to change things around. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Swords. It's time to step back. It goes right with our Hermit card. Where's our Hermit card? Taking a break. You know, your thoughts, it'll wait. You can save it for later. It's okay to rest. It's okay to step back. Because you're already uncertain about what's true and what's not true from this Knight of Swords. Wow, you got a lot going on, Virgo. I feel you are a very intense, passionate, and creative person. Whoever you are. The group of you, whoever all of you are that are getting something from this reading. So at this part of the reading, at the end here, I like to use, and I do use, my Wisdom Keeper cards because they give a one-word summary or added advice. Sometimes they give you an attitude that you need to keep throughout whatever it is you're going through. So, Spirit, neither one of those. Again, I like keep my eyes closed so I can focus on the the little buzz I get from the proper card. I'm sorry, this takes sometimes a few minutes. It's a pretty big deck. Try to get through them a little quicker here. You can tell I'm getting nearer. That's the one. Farsightedness. That just came up for one of my other signs. I remember exactly which one. Number 17. Let's read. I am here to remind you that nothing, no opinion, theory, dogma, or belief is more important than love. Oh, remember we were talking about dogmas and things like that, doctrines and such. The only way to liberate yourself from the unhealthy grip of an opinionated life is to develop a sense of humor. I love that. True farsightedness requires that you don't take yourself too seriously or what anyone says too personally. Laugh more. It's not about shutting down your brilliant mind, ignoring the patterns that you see, or giving up on improving the world. But it is about being able and willing to see and feel every aspect of the whole simultaneously. All at the same time. Have all the opinions you want, but remember, you are not your opinions. You are so much more. You are a scientist of the heart, here to contribute your part to the future of humanity by seeing the small and the big picture all at once. See, looking at that big picture. That's awesome advice. So, Virgos, take what you will, leave the rest. Please hit that like button before you go and that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll be checking back in with you in a couple weeks to see how you're doing. Maybe get another batch of my Virgos some information. So I love each and every one of you because you are all my sisters and brothers. The world just needs to be a big inclusive place. And we need to love each other. That's how we improve the consciousness of the entire world. So, I love you. I'll leave you there. And signing off for now, Avitazorrah.